What's going on, guys? I know it's been a while. Welcome to the channel. And yeah, here I am. So today I have a new content. We're going to work with API. So we're going to interact with API using JavaScript. So today's task will be to create a script that will allow us to download TikTok videos without Watermark. And also we can grab the background music. So if you're ever interested to download TikTok videos without a watermark programmatically, then this video is for you. So in order for this to work, we need two things. So we need the API that we're going to consume, and also we need to set up our environment. That is our machine to be ready to run the script. So the script is written in JavaScript. So we're going to interact with Axios for the requests, for the HTTP request, and for you to run Axios in your system, you need to have Node.js. So the first thing to do will be to download Node.js. So you can just search Node.js from your browser. It'll be the first thing in your browser to appear there, and then you can go and download the specific Node.js for your system. So if you're on Mac, you can download the version for Mac. If you're on Windows like me, you can just select Windows installer MSI. I'm using 64-bit machine, so I just downloaded the 64-bit. So just like another software, you download, you grab the MSI, you double click it, and then it will install, boom. That's done. So once you're done with the installation of the Node.js, you can move next. And that is now to get the API that you're going to consume. So there's an API that is part of Rapid API collection called TikTok API download without a watermark by the name. So if you do not have an account, I don't know why I have a video on. Just sign in there, guys. Don't know what that is. Okay, so if you do not have an account with Rapid API, so that is the second thing that you need. You need to register for an account. So for me, I had already registered for an account with them, so I just need to sign in to show you the correct API that you're going to consume. That's my account. Give it some time. So once you register an API with, once you register with API websites, that is no, you can search for this API, TikTok, download this one, the one with the orange color. I don't know if it's an orange or red, but this one, the second one, this TikTok downloader, download TikTok videos without watermark. This is the API that you're going to consume. So once you register, just search for this API at the top, and then you need to subscribe to it. I've already subscribed to it. So for your case, it will be unsubscribed. You can just go ahead and subscribe to it. And then once you subscribe, it will pull this page. You will have ability to see the endpoints. We'll see that later. So we're going to interact with the video without a watermark endpoint. So you can see we can save a video with MP4, MP3. We can save the cover of the video. We can save the description, region, yeah, and more. So it also has it's priced, but there's a free plan. So that is the plan that I've subscribed. You can see for the free plan we have 1,000 requests per month. So that is enough for me and also for the demo. So once you subscribe to the free plan, you can just go to endpoints so that we can see just an example of the script from them. So on the right side there, you can see the code snippets. It's something that you can just copy, paste, and test it. So they have a test video from a certain TikToker, to see Rem Zamir there. And also we have an example response from that request. You can see how it looks like. That's how the response looks like. We have the video, we have music, which is the background music. We have the cover of the video and also the original video. But in our case, the two objects that we'll be accessing is the video and the music. And also for the cover, if you feel like you need to access the cover, is the same implementation. You can also access it. So you have the cover and also the original video. So you can run tests just to see if you can get a response. So you can see there are 200. That is 200 code. It's for success or okay. So if you, on this middle column here on the request, where we have the test endpoints, you'll see a rapid API key. So this is the most important thing with this API. For you to consume this API, you need the rapid API key, which is unique to every account. So you can keep it a secret, don't share with anyone, because if you share with anyone, they will have ability to run requests using your key. So that is the results. You can see the headers there. How it went. You can see also the response, the video there. You can even feel free. So we have a URL where you need to paste in a sample video. So I'll just go to TikTok here. Is this video for England rugby? So any TikTok videos on the URL there at the top of the browser, that is the full URL for that TikTok video. So you can just copy it. And then just remove the test one and paste this one here. And then I can run test. So I'm continue to exhaust locked. There we go. So I'm continue to consume my request. So I can run tests. There we go. Let's see if it's, or it went with just, is it blocked or something? Control C. But anyway, guys, I don't know why they blocked that one. We'll see that one in a code. So if it will be rejected. But that's what we're going to do. So once you have your Rapid API API account, we can proceed with the code. So you can just go to your file system and create a folder. For me, I created a folder, TikTok API tuts, and I open it using VS Code. So you have your Rapid API keys, and also you have Node.js installed in your system. So we can begin the code. So we're going to create a new file here. All right, so just even before we create the file, the script file, we need to install Axios in our current working directory. So to install Axios is npm install Axios, just like that. Wait, you have a problem. What is wrong? Is it not added to the close that terminal? Just bring this down there. New terminal. The npm install Axios. What's going on? No. I'm just going to close that. Just reopen. New terminal. There we go. We change to command prompt. No. There we go. There we have it. Now we can run npm install Axios. Yeah. So there we go. I know why I had not like refreshed the VS Code after installing the node. So once you install Axios to your current working directory, to the folder that you create this actual script file, it will install some other code and add some folders with some code there. So just ignore that. That's code that is just allow us to run our code. So now from the current working directory, we can create our main file. So I call it main.js. So we can go back to Rapid API website just to show you. We can go and test the code, the sample code snippet that they have provided for us. So we just copy that and then we can paste here. Just let me wrap this up and view. Drop. All right, so that is the sample code that they provide for us. So you need to keep your API key a secret so that somebody doesn't use it to make requests using your API. So we can run this code just to test it to see what we get. So that will be node and then main.js. Yeah, there we have. So we have an error there with await access the request. So is a problem with our code that we need to fix. And that is the problem, just as it tells us, await is only valid in async functions and not in the top level bodies of the modules. So the problem is with this try thing here. So we need to create an async function. So we can create an async function and then paste this script in it. So it's simple. Async should be function. We can call it fetch data just like that. So here we can just add those semicolon. Then we can copy this try block. Not copy actually, it's moving. Paste inside the function, just like that. So we can see red somewhere. Now where this is coming from. And repair that one like that. So now we can clear the screen and rerun our code, and that should fix the problem. Async function. You don't have anything that is printed on the terminal. And I know why we don't have anything printed there. It's because we created the function and we have not called it. So we need to call the function. So we can call it just below it, just like that. So colon, and then now we can rerun our code and we should get a response now. There we go. So we can see the response from the HTTP requests, just as it looks on the Rapid API website. So if we can just go back there, we go to example responses. We can just scroll down there. We can see the video. We have the URL. We have the music, also the URL for the music, and also the cover, and so much more. So there we go. We have the video, we have the URL, we have the music, the URL for the music, the URL for the cover, and that now will allow us to save and stream our video. You can see also the description there. But you can see even the author, the region, avatar term, the account is verified, is from a verified account. So that's not our interest. Our main interest is just to grab the video, and the first object in this response is the video without the watermark. All right, so we also have an object there as part of the response, which has the watermark. So original watermark video, if you want to grab it. But our interest is in the first one. So next thing will be we create a function now that will stream the video and save it to our local directory or in our machine. So how do we do that? So we need to create a new function here. I'm just going to clean the terminal. It will be just to look clean. So we have page data there. So we're going to create the function that now will allow us to save the video in our local machine. So before we do that, we're going to use built-in functions within Node. The first one is modules, sorry. So we have fs, so const fs, so require fs. Next is path, so const path and require path. Path is for concatenating our current working directory to save the video there. Then now we can provision the function to save our video. So we're going to call it save resource, so async, so function just give it save resource name. That's how you declare a function in Node. Simple as that. And then now our function is going to accept two parameters: the URL of the video, that is the object from the response, from the HTTP response. So it's going to accept two parameters, the URL. Next is the file name. That's it. Those are the two main parameters in this function. So we need to grab the response consts as a create a variable to grab the response to stream it. So response should have a wait because it's an actual request, HTTP request, access dot get get adapter with who. So the first thing is the URL. Next is the response type. So response should be of stream. So we're streaming the video. We grab the file path to save video. So where we're going to say we're going to call it file path. Goes to path. Now the path, the module that we imported at the top, path.join. That's the function. Even when you hover inside it, you can see the path and the string. So the arguments that it accepts. Now should be dar name, the current working directory, and the file name. File name is the name of the video. So we're going to just add code it. So we're going to give it a different name, not as way it appears in the TikTok or how the owner of that video uploaded it. So we're going to create our own name for the video. And then const, call this file stream. Now we stream it. So we access the FS module now. Fs.create should be create write stream. We pass in the file path. So here you forgot to just key in those semicolon. And now we can pipe in our response. So response.pipe. So it should be response this variable response.data.pipe. File stream. That should be file stream. We have it here now. Then we need to return something. If something goes wrong, we need to get a response from this function that is saving that is doing the magic of saving the video to our local machine. So return new promise. So with actions is a promise HTTP request library. So return new promise. Inside here, we're going to have resolve. Should be resolve. So resolve only. And rejects. As JavaScript. So we're going to have file name dot on, say here finish. Let our premise, that's an empty one. Resolve. And also for the file stream dot on. If there is an error, we need to get it and print it to Z. What's going on? Get error, just like that. So there we go. Our return, it's a promise. Our return God is it's a promise. So if we have issues, we need to grab them and bring them also to the user. So once we have the save function, the function that is doing the saving, we can now call it on our fetch data function. So here is where we have now the HTTP request response data that we're getting. So we need now to pass that data to this save resource function in order to have our data to our local machine or to have our video on our local machine. So we can just remove this or just comment it. Then move next. So to save the video, it's very simple. Just add a comment there. It's going to be await save. We call a saving resource function. Remember, it accepts two parameters. Just as I said, the URL and the file name. So we need the video now without the URL from our response. So if you can just go back to Rapid API website. So the first object in our response is the video. So the video without the watermark. So to call it here, sorry, to access it, we need to use this variable that has our response, our HTTP response, that is. So response, sorry, should not be response. We should create data. So we're going to provision another or create a variable to host the response itself. So const data, I'm going to call it data, and then it's going to host our response, which is response dot data, just like that. Then now we can access it. So it should be data now dot video, the first object in our response, which is on index 0. And then now we can give a name to the video. So video dot mp4. So here, sorry, mp4. Here we can just write, you can just give any name that you prefer. So video, just go with the video without watermark. Even on the comments, you can just without watermark. Moving next is to save the background music that is used on that TikTok video. So we need to save it independently. Save music, background music. So it should be await all our save resource function. It's going to accept data. Now you know data.music, the first and the index 0. So it's an array. It's the response comes in an array format. So on index 0, that's where we have the URL, just as we can see it from Rapid website. So index 0. So when we go to the video, we on index 0 of that array. And then we can give the background music a name. So background should be in quotes and I'm closing. So background music. The format is .mp3. So just to add, as I told you, we needed just to save these two, but I can also include this. I can include the video with Watermark, which is the origin video. Sorry, should be the origin video. It's not printed here, but it's not shown here, but it's just a sample. They have hidden that, but when we run when we ran the first code, it was there. We have that as part of the response. You'll see it later. Just so you can just save it there so that you can see it. Save video with Watermark on. So that should be await save resource function that is saving the video. First thing it accepts the URL. Well, that should be data, this variable here, dot original. This one is case sensitive. Original. Marked video on index 0. Then we can give it a name. So video with Watermark dot mp4. So if you want to download any, so I'm just going to replace this one with this TikTok for England rugby. The first one, Control C. You can just go back there and remove that one and paste that one. So that's the video that I want to download. And that's done, guys. So we can just run it and see if it will stream and save the video on our local directory. So it should be node, then main.js, a main file. It's going to take just a few seconds to run. So just going to give it some few minutes. File name.on is not a function. We have an error there. Type error. File name.on. So we start in tract. File name. Yes, I know why is a problem. It should be file stream. Sorry, guys. That should be file stream, not file name. File stream.on, finish, resolve. And as you can see, we have a sample video here that was generated. So you can just run it to see what we have. There we go. It was saved. But let me just delete it, and then we run our code. Stop TikTok tips. Remove it. Go back to our code. Try. So we can just have a cool response here. Once it goes successfully, something like console.log. I'm terminal. We just don't know where that is. Oh, we have this enclosed. So console.log, you can have something like video or something like all resources saved successfully, something like that. Just a response, just to know that it's working properly. So node.main.js, just running. Give it some time. There we have the video without the watermark. That's the first thing. I just wait for the other, for the music, and also for the video without the watermark. There we have the music, and also we have the video with watermark. So we can just go and run and just see what we have. There we go. We have the background music, so I can just play it. There we go. We have the background music independently. Just close that. Now the video without the watermark. There we go. Very clean without the watermark. There we go. And then you can also preview the video with watermark. You can see the watermark there. TikTok, England Rugby. Yeah. So with this script, you can just modify just to match your needs. So we can just go and look for another video on the TikTok and yeah, something else. Let's look for a different TikTok channel. Kenya Rugby. Let's see this one here. Rugby, go to the channel. It's the video. And this is the URL. Control C. Then we can go. and then just replace the URL. There we go. Let me just move this to Control X. Going to move to downloads. Control V. And we can go back and run our code. Node main.js. We give it some time. So there we have the video without watermark already downloaded. We have the background music, and also we have the video with watermark. And then we can just go there and run. Desktop, TikTok tunes. You can run the faster background.
On there. Ruby 2.
So this one did not have like an independent background music. So this is coming, it has been extracted from the video.
To the right with Anya reaching out. Wakisa now. Such a
there we go. And then we have video without watermark, the clean video. There we go. Very clean.
But here comes Kender up the middle. Brian Tanger.
You can close that, and then also we can play the video with watermark.
On there.
And then you can see the watermark there. So guys, that's our script. It's very simple, just like that. We have a very powerful script that can download our TikTok videos without our watermark. So next thing will be, I'll create a web application, and then we can just have users come and paste the video URL, and then you can download from there. So stay tuned for the next video. I hope you learned something. So that's the full code. It's very simple, few lines of code, and you have a very powerful application. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.